So you want to play Raizel in Dungeons & Dragons, right? So you can, I have an option for you, and you can start playing him from level 9. So now looking at the content, we'll have a look at who or what Raizel is, what he can do, and a build at the end, and this should all take about 5 minutes. And before we proceed, I want to mention that we only use official content. That means no unearthed arcana and homebrews. And a big warning, this is not an optimized build. It's just a role-playing or a fun build, alright? And a disclaimer, the characters here are not mine. It's just my own interpretation of a D&D character build, okay? The artist for Noblesse is Lee Guang-Su, so give him some credit. And as to what or who Raizel is, made his race a ASMR due to two things. One, the ability to heal, and one other is the ability to fly and cause more damage. As for his background, I made him a noble. I hope that's a given, and I hope there's not much dispute about this. And as for his alignment, I made him lawful neutral, since he doesn't really want to intervene in human conflict. He will protect others as well if their need arises, and he would fight his own kind for that too. So what can he do? Starting with spells, there's a lot actually. He can do Mage Hand, or another form of it later on would be Telekinesis. He can use Command at first level. He can use Disguise Self, cause Sleep, and the rest here down here, like Hold Person, Suggestion, Blight, Telekinesis, and Hold Monsters, are all variations of the spells here. And the Blood Field, which he famously uses, the equivalent I would have used here in D&D is the spell Immolation at 5th level. The reason being is that if you kill whoever's inside the Immolation, they're turned to ash. So that fits very well with this Blood Field ability from the manhwa. As for class features, I thought Divine Soul subclass would be a good fit here, since they have access to command and healing spells, which Raizel does a lot of. Also, Subtle Spell from the Meta Magic is also interesting to use, since Raizel doesn't really verbally use any of his spells. As for feats, I could only come up with Linguist, since that's the feat which most likely has a better connection or portrayal of his ability to learn languages. And now onto the skill proficiencies, I would write or consider that he would be proficient in Arcana and Intimidation. And as for weapon and armor proficiencies, he doesn't really use any in the manhwa. Although he could probably use a sword as well, since that's his would be his sole weapon that he would be allowed to use. And now onto his ability scores. I would have ranked his Charisma as the highest, followed by Wisdom, Constitution, Strength, Dexterity, and Intelligence being the lowest. Charisma being the highest, since he is a charismatic person. From look-wise, I know it's not the best decision. And lowest being Intelligence, since he hasn't really learned that fast or well enough about computer games or how to open windows or doors. And now we'll head into the build. And again, disclaimer, this is not an optimized build, it's just for fun, okay? So now to the stats. I use the standard array. And start with Strength being 12, Dexterity 10, Constitution 13, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 14, Charisma 15. Race, as I said before, Aasimar, Protector, and then, as you can see here, add 2 to Charisma and +1 to Wisdom. Alignment, Lawful Neutral. Background, Noble. Class would be Sorcerer, Divine Soul. Skills, you try to be proficient in Arcana and Intimidation. Spells you could try and focus on is Mage Hand, Command, and Immolation. And as for the feats, if you ever decide to pick one, an option here you could consider is Linguist. So I guess that's about it. If you have any feedbacks, just write them in the comments or message me directly. Hopefully you get some inspiration to try or not to try it. Just important. Have fun, guys, and till next time.